Okay, Christians, hold on to your butts here, because this is going to be shocking.
Hey, George, you on the line?
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Hey, man, you don't believe in God and all, so where do you think we came from? I mean, I don't get that.
I came from my parents.
Okay, well, that's not what I mean, man. I mean, where do you think we came from?
I know. I believe that we evolved.
Evolved from what?
From earlier life forms.
Well, exactly, man. I mean, okay, what's the difference? I don't understand what's the difference between right and wrong if you ain't got nothing to look forward to when you die.
Really?
Yeah, what's the deal?
So if you found out tomorrow that there's no God, you'd just go around killing and raping?
Why not?
Well, like I said before, I hope you stay in church then. That's one of the most imbecilic things anybody could ever say.
Well, I don't understand. If you got nothing to look forward to when you die, where do you think you go when you die?
Okay, that's actually a side question. I want to get back to something a little bit different here. Is there nothing in this world and this life that you actually enjoy?
There's a lot of things I enjoy.
Okay, so why not live for those? Why are those not enough of a good reason to do good things and to live?
Hey, check it out.
Then you're going to have some big candy cane at the end.
Don't you want to be with somebody you love when you die? Don't you want to believe that?
That would be very nice. I would definitely like to believe it. It doesn't make it true.
I was just wondering, man. All right.
I mean, there are lots of things in this world and in this life that I enjoy right now, and that's what I content myself. That's what I content myself with. I enjoy those, and those are enough reason to live well and be good, essentially, to enjoy those. I'm not doing this all because I'm going to get some, big massage at the end of my life or something like that. There's no ultimate reward. It just means I enjoy life as it is, and I think that's enough.
You got proof that there's no God?
No, but I don't see any good reason or evidence that there is one, and so until I see that, I'm not going to base my life on the hope that there might be something better out there. I'm not going to waste this life hoping that there's going to be something better when I die.
Whether or not I'd like to live forever is irrelevant to whether or not I'm going to. Whether or not I'd like to have $1 billion is irrelevant to whether or not there's actually $1 billion in my bank account. What I'm talking about is I need evidence. What you're doing, in some sense, is analogous to saying that I've got $1 million in a bank account. And I'm saying, where's the evidence for that? The burden of proof is on the people who are claiming that that anything supernatural exists, or any claim at all.
Oh yeah, but you just said a while ago that if you believe in God, you're wrong, and you ain't proof.
No, what I said
wrong.
was that I believe that you have made an error, and if you would actually, for example, if you'll humor me and tell me why you do believe, I think I can point out why I think there's an error there.
Because I talked to him.
You talk to him.
Yeah, and he talks to me.
You hear him with your ears?
Yes.
Out loud?
Out loud, sir.
Okay. Then do the people around you hear it when it happens?
Not always.
Not always?
No.
Why not?
I guess they weren't listening.
And how is this different from the guy in the padded cell who hears voices?
Well, it's not much, is there?
No. And that's my point.
And man put him there in that padded cell, didn't he?
Yeah.
My God.
And because we have this kind of setup where we're going to demand a certain amount of evidence for a claim, and we do go around and we define things as normal or abnormal. And when somebody is saying that they're hearing voices audibly, we tend to check them in for evaluation, because usually that means that somebody's crazy. I'm not saying that you're crazy. It may be true. There may be a God, and there may be a God, and he may talk to you. But that's not proof for me. That's proof for you, if in fact it occurs at all. I'm asking for what proof there is so that anybody else would actually believe this.
And I'm doing the same, brother. That's all.
Okay.
Right.
Well, next time you talk to God, ask him what my PIN number is and call me and let me know.
Why would I want to know that?
Well, maybe that would be a way to convince me. Aren't you concerned about my soul enough to try and convince me?
So I was just wondering where you thought we come from, man.
Are you?
I'm not trying to argue with you.
Are you a Christian?
I'm not saying you're wrong. Yeah, I'm a Christian.
So you believe the Bible is a good instruction book for what you're supposed to do?
Check it out, dude. I've never read the Bible.
Well,
I've never read it, man. I
really think you should, because proper reading of the Bible is one of the best arguments for atheism there is.
Okay.
But thanks a lot, George. Appreciate it. We got Dan. How you doing?
Hey, guys. Enjoying the show.
Thanks,
and
Dan.
I like how you're handling these people that are calling in, because there's some pretty good examples of guys that just can't critically think.
I really I can appreciate when somebody calls in and I ask them why they believe, and they give me an example like George did. George gave about the best example he could, and that's that he believes that God exists because he's actually spoken to him. And okay, great, but that does nothing to prove it to anybody else.
Right.
Well, I'm not going to say
you're handling them right too. It's good that you're not, being condescending or too angry or anything with them.
Well, I might be in a little while. Depends on how many calls.
They'll push you over the edge. A few more calls, you guys will be there. You'll be screaming and yelling.
My wife always wears a veil. She is not Muslim, she is a Christian. It's just that she's a really ugly Christian.